Yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? All right. So we're just going to do some work. We do these deep work sessions often in the Discord server. We have like a channel for them. And I'm starting to do them on YouTube as well, because why not? I think it's a good way to keep everybody accountable. So I'll let you know what we're working on, and then I'm gonna work on it. I think the first thing that I have to do is scale some ads. So we have, holiday. So we're trying to increase volume, and I think one of the best ways to do that is through audience testing. So we're gonna be running up some audience testing, and I'll show you guys kind of that process. And then we'll probably shoot some content, because I do need to get some content shot. We'll see. I also need to turn on our Rosebox ads, because we basically reintroduced our Rosebox in the upsell. So we're going to be turning those ads back on. We pushed this upsell hard beginning of the year and worked pretty well, and we're pretty much just reintroducing it now in Q4 to get rid of some inventory, and I'm gonna launch those ads too. So we got the agenda quite packed. Let's first hop in and do some scaling with these audience tests. I'll show you my approach here. So we have different groups here. You can see these are all highest volume. So these are all highest volume, and they're anywhere from $40 to $100. And these are utilizing our top image creatives that we have. What I'm gonna do though is I'm actually gonna grab one of our top performing videos. I'm gonna add it in this stack, and then I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna scale using it. So very first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write this down so I remember my process. I like to always either write on the desk, because I have a whiteboard desk, or in like a notebook, but just to get like what's the goal, right? Scale the ads. What needs to be done? Let's just say increase the audience testing that we're doing. Okay, what needs to happen? Well, I need to add some more winning ads in here, and then I need to multiply by the audiences. So we're gonna say add new winning ads, and then multiply by audience. So we're gonna go ahead and start that. So let's go ahead and grab some of these new winning ads. I'm gonna duplicate this window. Nice. As you can see, Facebook loves me and wants to give me errors for absolutely everything. That's what we pay Zuck millions of dollars for. All right, well, it just doesn't want to work now. All right, let's try. Let's try this. So I'm gonna throw in here Let me think. I might throw in here a flexible stack that's been working for us. I might just grab it directly. How tall am I? That's an interesting question. I'm like 6'3". Where would you recommend to learn improve ad creatives based on your own videos, your competitors, brother? That is the best place to learn how to improve your creatives. Like the big companies that are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on ads. How do you sell personalized products? You find a manufacturer who can create them and you sell them and you market them. How much profit today? A good amount. How many angles you think of running day one, and do you think I should run more angles or few angles, more videos day one? I would identify what angle has the largest demographic that you can market to, and then I would focus a lot of energy on testing that one angle. If you can't crack it, I'll then test another angle. What are your views? What are your views on Advantage Plus campaigns? I have a love and hate relationship with Advantage Plus. It's currently working really well for us. I've seen on high intent periods like Q4 that you can scale pretty heavily with it. But then other times of the year, it's been really shit. Okay, so we're gonna take, let me see if I can grab post ID of this dude here. I'm sorry for the lag, by the way. I don't know if this stream's working well. I have a trillion things open on my computer. So I'm gonna do something that's interesting here. We're gonna take, I think we're gonna recreate one flex. So these here are post IDs. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna show you so we're gonna go and duplicate one of these. It doesn't matter which one. And then we're gonna first work on the creative side, and then we're gonna multiply what we create on the creative side with the audience testing. So let me quickly duplicate this. Then we're gonna go ahead, pull this back. This doesn't matter right now. We don't know what it's gonna be. And we're gonna go ahead, make a new ad. So we're gonna quickly duplicate the ad. And then we're gonna say, let's just say top creative. These are gonna be video. We're gonna create ad. We're gonna say flexible. We're gonna leave that on. We're gonna go and transfer now. We're gonna transfer these over. So I know that this is this group of creative. So we're gonna say add video. We're gonna drop that in. We're gonna select these here. And then we're also going to grab the copy that we're using. Let me make sure this is the correct copy. I believe this is the correct copy. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this copy. We're gonna throw that copy in here. And you can see I'm copy stacking. with flexible that has worked well for me. So try it. Let me see. Okay, that's fine. We'll copy that as well. Okay. And then let's copy over all the headlines as well. Cool. Copy with the landing page. And then I'm gonna grab also my UTMs. Someone asked, what is revenue looking like since Black Friday? I'll tease you, sure. It's pretty good. It's been a lot better since we started to optimize a little bit more. Top creative. Okay, so this is good. This is good. This is good. We need to add a few more in here. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead, hit continue. All right, so this is going to be the stack in terms of the additional creative I'm adding here. You can see that we're literally just dumping a bunch of winning variables in a flexible. And then these are all, like I said, post IDs. They're gonna work really well together, I believe, alongside these for each group of audience that we test. Let's talk about how to start testing these audiences. Pretty much we want to go to the advanced detail targeting. We're not using advantage plus targeting here. And we are simply going to start in like a blank slate. Now what I like to do is I like to group together a bunch of interests that are potentially not even relevant to your brand, but you have not tried before. That's the best way to put it. So like, I haven't tried pizza, right? It's really fucking random, I know. But I haven't tried pizza, and I haven't tried pizza delivery, and I haven't tried Domino's pizza, and I haven't tried Papa John's pizza, and I haven't tried McDonald's, KFC. Now I'm just adding fast foods. Subway, hamburgers, and snake food. Okay, that is the most random combination you're going to probably get. But now I'm going to say fast foods plus snake food. I don't know. Okay, this is now a stack. This is an audience stack that you can try to see if your target demographic exists in people that are interested in these topics. Oftentimes there will be. And that's why I like this approach here for pretty aggressive scaling, because you can hit with top creative your demographic that didn't exist in the algorithm targeting before, which is what I found. And I think a lot of other people have. This is not like a crazy method. It's just taking your top creatives and testing different audience with them, right? And we do it again. You see how I duplicated it, right? So we go back down here, and now I clear out all of these, And let's just look up space. I don't know. Is this gonna show up anything? Okay, so sometimes you'll have, okay, here we go. So speed film, racing, auto racing, automobiles, automobile industry, used cars, sedan, right? So this is now like vehicles is kind of the direction this took. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm grouping things together that kind of can be grouped together. Yeah. And I'm just gonna stack as many as I want. Some of these have like 20, 30 different interests. Cool. And we're gonna go here and we're gonna say cars. And you can see I'm starting these at a little bit of a higher budget. You can also do this really low budget, like $20 per each stack, and I've seen that work as well. Do you require detailed targeting for new accounts? Yeah, especially new accounts. I think that interest stacks are really good because you can directly hit your target demographic off the bat. For broad, I have seen new accounts take a little bit to actually pick up because you need to test, kind of trial and error more with the algo to identify where your creative belongs and what response you can get from the demographic you're showing that creative. Both Facebook and TikTok are fine for jewelry. I'm personally much more of a Facebook guy. We've always had our top scale come from Facebook. But for jewelry also, just like figure out how to make super organic aesthetic content with it and post it organically across your socials. That also works really, really well and can teach you how to make good content. Yeah, so we have gotten a banned Facebook ad account unrestricted before. What matters here is to be super persistent about it. Facebook support, truthfully, is not the best, and they do take a really long time to get back to you regarding anything. So just bugging them and opening tickets until you get somebody that gives you a ticket number, and then taking that ticket number and opening a lot more tickets to request this ticket to get escalated has been the way that I've gotten it back before. Also you can get reps, which helps. They can then get things unrestricted as well. How do you handle days where profit is really bad, like psychology? You have 2 to 3 weeks, awesome, and then really bad month. Well, that happens. I mean, you have to. This is what I'd say. Look at it on a blended level is the first thing. Second thing is identify what's missing. Right? Why is it going? Why is it starting to be unprofitable? What a lot of people saw is just really bad traffic coming from Meta, which required aggressively identifying how to convince more people to buy your product, which boiled back down to marketing and marketing fundamentals, which boiled down to your ability to make better creative, right? Which most people don't do. Most people don't work on making, like, constantly hammering strategic tests for new creative and not just throwing shit at a wall, but like strategically thinking about it. That is how you fix most of this. We don't use any agency accounts. You can open, they have multiple different portals to open tickets. One of the easiest is the billing portal, where you can submit a billing issue, and then you can, let them know about the current restriction, how this is very negatively impacting your business. Yeah, that would be the direction I would go. All right, let's get back to these stacks. Yeah, I've had the most random stacks work for me. Like one interesting one that's worked is like finance related stuff. And I did do some stacking with it. I think that's one of our winning ones right now. But that's something for you guys to try if you haven't. Let's go down the rabbit hole of like, let's see if there's gifting stuff or like Christmas stuff. Let's see, gift card, gift shop, gift social concept, online shopping, engage shoppers, shopping retail. This is going to be a good stack. Gift wrapping, shopping malls, the ultimate gift. I guess that's a movie. Birthdays are good. Upcoming birthdays, parties, entertainment, sure. Fashion accessories. We'll add even jewelry in there. We'll add necklace in there. We'll add earring in there. You can see this is a lot more of a broad one, but this is kind of like what I would say in the, these are all in the direction of you don't need it, but you want it. Yeah, gifts, jewelry, shopping, like you're not, yeah. So these are going to be interesting. Let's try also handmade jewelry in here. Okay, so we're going to call this wants. Gifts. Cool. So that's 1, 2, 3 different pretty big stacks. Just to show you what this does, this added $300, right, to the daily spend, and these are performing pretty good. Let's see if I can. You can see that just in the last few days, we spent 3,000 on them to generate 95 purchases at a really good CAC for us at a 1.8 ROAS. So like that's what I mean. Like these are all, again, stacks, different stacks. You can see I already tried some food and consumables and it's working really well. So I don't mind trying this one also. We'll go ahead and publish those. In terms of how many different hooks we test in the same video, depends. It can be a lot, but typically I would say 3 different hooks. So you can, yeah, 3 different hooks, 3 different variations of a concept, and then taking that concept and running it inside of a ABO creative testing ad set is what I would do. Hector, what's your desk setup? Like which computer or monitor? So I need to get a new Mac. That's gonna be my Christmas gift at the end of the year for myself. But I maxed this one out back in 2021. So this is the 16-inch 2021 Apple M1 Max 32. So I could have got a little bit more memory, but I got 32. I think this is 16. Yeah, 16-inch. Yeah. So that's what I'm. And then desk. It's called a uplift desk. Yeah, uplift desk. It's like, I don't know if the one that I got has a whiteboard on it. I don't know if this will work. Well, let's see if this works. Yeah. So the one I have has a whiteboard on it, which makes that like super nice. But you can get the same thing for cheaper from China. Let's see. If my store's currency is USD and I'm targeting the big 5 countries, will people still buy? I would make sure that your currency converter is working on your site. So I'd make sure that when you're switching over to, let's just say, a different language. So let's just say I'm coming in from Germany. You want to make sure that it's showing up in the currency that is native to them, as well as you want that to kind of be across the entire experience. That's going to give you a better conversion rate. All right, so we did some audience testing. I'm gonna check that off. I have I'll show you this too. So I have a whiteboard I just write stuff on, and then I check it off. I also do this on the computer on the Notes app, but it's also more satisfying sometimes to physically do it. So that's another thing that I do sometimes. Okay, next rabbit hole we need to go down is rose box ads. Talked about that at the beginning. Need to circle back to that because we need to get them launched. So the very first thing I'm going to do is some research into what rose box ads performed for us earlier this year. And then I need to identify if I need to edit those. And then I need to identify, then I need to edit those if I need to. And then if I don't, or when that's done, I need to launch them because we now have the rose box that we're selling again. And it's a really good gift. And I think if I remember correctly, we had some winning ads from earlier this year that I'm going to recycle. Yeah, no problem, guys. It's so much double work posting both real stories. I was thinking regular one by the rest. Yeah, I only 99.999% of our content is not 9x16. Yeah, 9x16, and then we just make sure that it formats, right? Because you have on Facebook feed, it's going to automatically format it to a 4x5. Unless you're, uploading a 1x1, then it'll be a 1x1. But then on stories and reels, it will be a 1x1 still, unless you upload also the 9x16. I like to just make it a 9x16, include all the text in the middle of it, so that when it gets cut automatically and turns into a 4x5, that you're not going to lose the text, and you can use the exact same video. It's going to save, it saves us a lot of time. I'm a relative beginner. I've looked at some creatives, but I'm having a really hard time creating briefs. I'm using AI, but it's still hard. Do you have any recommendations? I mean, dude, the biggest recommendations here are go and look at, study actively what's working for other people. Go scroll through Instagram Reels, go scroll through TikTok, go look at what big brands are running. Go look through all the content that I posted on Ecom Live for script writing, for creating creatives. Go watch all the lives that I posted on the YouTube about them if you haven't. I think there's a lot of really good resources that I've provided over the years, but also a lot of other creators have. Look at the ones that are teaching marketing fundamentals, which is not many of them, but seek those, right? Find the ones that are teaching the why, not just the try this or try that. and learn from them, right? Learn and apply and fail and then apply it again and then fail and then apply it again, and you just keep doing that and you keep smashing at it until you start getting something to work, and then you do more of that. And it's very much a, you know, up and down trial and error game. But keep at it, you know, just keep the foot on the gas. No problem, man. Alrighty. So I need to find which of these we're gonna rerun. The issue is that my Facebook is super slow, as I'm sure you guys can all see. So I might need to narrow this down. Oh, nice. It's seriously thriving. Let me see if there's anything I can close that might help speed it up. Best way to scale past 1K spend per day, get more creatives that you can spend to, get more landing pages that you can spend to, make better ads, increase budgets. What data are you looking at in your Facebook Ads Manager, and what are you analyzing? Okay, so what I'm looking at for right now is I'm looking at what ads did we spend the most of money on during the time we were running our Rosebox content, and then I'm going to look at which Rosebox content performed the best, and then I'm going to relaunch said Rosebox content because we reintroduced that product. So I'm just looking for those pieces of content now. Okay, and I think that if I search by RB, I feel like we might get. Let's go ad sets by RB. Let's clear out this, which might give us some more. And then let's go maximum. So this is some, but I don't love this data, to be honest with you, because I don't know if let's watch this creative. Okay.
I was talking with the moon last night. The moon told me something about the sun, and I told something about you.
Yeah, this is good. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So we're gonna run up a variation of this creative. We're gonna add CTA, so I'll edit that. And then we're gonna relaunch just a few variations of it. Let's see, the hook rate was not great. I could shoot some hooks. I have the box, I could shoot some hooks, but I love the direction that this one here took. Let me see this again.
I was talking with the moon last night. The moon told me something about the sun, and I told something about you.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna just download we're gonna, well, we already have it on the, I'm just gonna start off by grabbing the name, and then we're gonna pull up the ad. And then we're gonna just grab, I think this is the original.
I was talking with the moon last night. The moon told me something about the sun, and I told something about you.
Okay, sick. So we're gonna go ahead and then grab, I'm just gonna whip up CapCut. I used to hate it, now I love it. Don't ask. Create. I'm gonna drop that in there. And then let's go to, let me see, I'm gonna grab that content. Okay. Oh yeah, we did have some, okay, cool. We did have also some really cool 3D animations that we did that I'm gonna run up as well. Here's one of them. Shout out to Yash. So we're gonna, I don't know if we're gonna do something with it. Maybe, might break the creator feel that I'm gonna go for it, but that's gonna be something else I'm gonna do. Let me write that down. I'm gonna say 3D model ads rows. Okay. So let me find out, oh, Rosebox content, here we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, bet. Let's also get, let me think. I need to get from our video source, I need to get this one here, this one here, and then we want output. Oh, no. Yeah. Material. I could have sworn that I made a version of this that, here it is, blank. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Cool. So we're gonna also use this, and we're gonna whip up a little bit of a mashup. Extract the audio.
I was talking with,
and then we're gonna go with we're gonna say the most underrated necklace. I might try a different hook here, but we're gonna definitely add in the offer, which is just going to be throwing some text on it. Buy one, get one. I'm going to throw on the TikTok border. Sick. And then we're gonna do it's gonna be one version, just test the OG. Test the OG with the CTA at the end. And then we're gonna do another variation here that we're gonna test some different hooks. So we have the other shots of the product, and I'm gonna try to get a hook here. I think we have some hooks that could work well. I'm gonna play around with it, right? We'll see what happens. I'm gonna check that in there. I wonder if I did any interesting like unboxings. I might have. Yeah, this is good too. I might try that as a hook, like that movement there. I think that's visually grabbing. I'll just need to turn off the audio on it. We'll just extract audio, delete the audio. We'll find out where that is, which is kind of like here. I love like this movement that I did. Like maybe like I reversed that. Ooh, that could be cool. So let's go ahead, clip, delete. And then we're gonna reverse this. We're gonna give it a second to do that. First ecom streamer. Hell yeah. How did you find the supplier for your product? A lot of trial and error, dude. I mean, the first one we switched our fulfillment like 7 different times. We had it in-house. We were fucking engraving the things ourselves, and then we switched another 10 times, and when we ended up back in China for scale. But you want to answer your question, you want to reach out to as many people that can source your product and get samples, see which one is going to be A, the one that can give you the best quality product, and B, going to be the one that's going to be willing to work with you, communicates well with you, and establishes that they want to build a long-term relationship with you. Once you do that, you can start building a longer-term relationship with them, and if they can deliver a good product, then you have a working relationship that can work in this business. How important is product in all of these? I keep blaming my products for failing. I can promise you that every single product that you've tested can work. As long as there is somebody that's currently scaling it, that's your proof of concept and proof of demand. And there's a market of people that are wanting to buy it, which again, your competitor can prove for you. And as long as you can have a good margin on it, find a supplier that you can have at least an 80, 70, ideally 80% gross margin on it. That's all you need, dude. Everything else is going to boil down to your ability to market. How much hook rate is good? I think 20% plus is typically what I look for. What are you, where do you find these suppliers? Go watch the video that I made on that here. So if you go to how to find 10K a day winning products in 10 minutes. I know, super clickbaity and horrible, but that video actually has some pretty good sauce on where to find the suppliers. The secrets you can check. There's a few of them where I go kind of down and showcase how I approach it. There's also, this is another one. This is like the OG one where I also go through the different approaches for some suppliers. And to give you kind of, while you're here, also an answer to your question, you're going to simply want to go through all the resources you have on finding manufacturers, agents, factories. Alibaba is a great place to start. You can get even cheaper on, I keep butchering it because I don't use it. I think it's like, 1688.com is another one that you can go through and try. But just reach out to a bunch of people, talk with people, communicate, get out of your comfort zone and actually interact and start getting some samples, pay the money to get the samples, start doing research into what are other companies charging for this player, negotiate, like that's the direction that you kind of have to go to. Officer Cucumber, love that name. So in terms of the uploading their image, it's an app called Upload Kit. ELB, it's feeding the entire ecosystem. I'm not sure which one you're particularly talking about, but blended, like for example, this is one of, so this campaign here's scaling today at a blended $35 top of funnel ROAS, which is really good for us. This one here is scaling at a $33. Let me see if this is today. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely profitable for us. Like the current traffic flow we have moving is working really well this Q4 for us. Yeah, like my target CAC it's a little bit flexible because we have padding and we have a lot of other channels that are being pulled. But as long as I'm paying underneath like $40 some for a new customer, like I'm gonna be cutting, around there. Like some of these, sure, you could argue today they're not making money, but that's fine because they did yesterday, right? And you're gonna have that within all your campaigns, and then people are sitting there freaking out when their campaign one day doesn't work. Blended. Look at the blended view of your business. Okay, I need to get back to this. We were reversing this, and we're gonna speed this up a little bit. Boop.
I was talking with the moon.
Beautiful. Right there's where we're gonna cut it. That's a nice, like,
Last night.
Okay, and then we're gonna recreate this, the most underrated necklace.
Last night.
Let me go back a little bit here. All right. I'm gonna try "This is your sign to get her a pet face necklace," and then I'm gonna do. This is not gonna curve down, is it? That's fine. We're gonna do this in 2 layers. We're gonna do this layer, and then we're gonna do a second layer here. Oops. Okay, and then we're gonna basically keep that throughout the entirety of this.
I was talking with the moon last night. The moon told me something about the sun, and I told something about you. I was talking with the moon last night. The moon told me something about the sun, and I told something about you.
Okay. I want to. Oh, I need the original song of this. Because I kind of want to extend this a little bit more and add a good sequence after. Let me think. Because I know we have the original file for that sound. I just have no clue where it is, to be honest with you. Let me see.
I was talking with the moon last night. The moon told me something about the sun, and I told something about you.
I think that's good. We're gonna test this. As you're trying to get her a pet face necklace, and then yeah, we're gonna run that, and then let's do one that we use a different sound that now lets us add some more. Yeah, just do some more variety with this, make it a little bit longer. So I'm gonna take this one here. We're gonna extract audio, boop, and then we're gonna grab okay. So let's see how I was doing this. Okay, so right here is where I want it, kind of during this movement. And then I also want it right here. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna, this little fold annoys me, but all right, let's do this now. And then we're gonna switch out the music. We're just gonna extract, remove, grab this audio here, extract, remove.
Every once in a while, if you're really lucky, you might just meet a dog that will become your heart dog.
Okay, cool. And then this CTA is going to get moved because we're extending it. Your
soul dog, the dog that you can.
Nice. And let's go ahead, pull this back just a little bit.
Your soul dog, the dog that you connected with like no other before. The dog was
Okay, and then we're gonna split it here, give it a nice zoom.
always there.
Move it middle.
And will always be.
No, a little bit smaller.
There for you, no matter.
Perfect. And then we can extend both of these until we want to show the CTA, and then CTA goes at the end. Let's test it.
Every once in a while, if you're really lucky, you might just meet a dog that will become your heart dog.
Oh shit, that covers it. Maybe I'll move it down. Yeah, it's gonna work better down. So basically we're just gonna wanna do this with it.
Every once in a while, if you're
Oh, shit. That shows for a second. Let's do, let's take it off for a bit, and then we're gonna bring it back, which will like allow for a little bit of a breather here.
you might just meet a dog that will become your heart
Let's see.
dog that will become your heart dog.
Okay, we can bring it back right here. Oh, fuck.
Sold. Just meet a dog that will become your heart dog, your soul dog, the dog that you connected with. Every once in a while, if you're really lucky, you might just meet a dog that will become your heart dog, your soul.
I'm gonna throw an emoji in here just to like tie in that like creator focused aspect of it. Boom. And then just gonna be on for a little bit, and then we're just gonna yoink, yoink.
Just meet a dog that will become your heart dog, your soul dog, the dog that you connected with like no other before, the dog that was always there and will always be there for you, no matter what.
Perfecto. All right, that's good. That's fine. We're gonna run these 3 variations. The way I like to approach variations is try to make it better each time. So if you think like this hook here, we know wasn't, we know didn't have the highest hook rate because we have data for it. So that's why I'm trying to one up the hook up here. This here's with the original, with the CTA, which actually I'm pretty bullish on this shorter one, to be honest with you. This one here is a little bit longer. We have a little bit more of a dynamic shift. I add a little bit of emoji. And then honestly, like I could switch it up for this second part and just do this where we say, this is to get her the pet face necklace. And then we could just go back here. And then just like switch it up.
Just meet a dog that will become your heart dog, your soul dog, the dog that you.
Or maybe we can even, this is your sign to surprise her this holiday. Ooh, right? Like that might work well. And then we throw in, you know, some emojis, right? So this is your sign to get her a pet face necklace.
You might just meet a dog.
Right? We're using a winning variable there.
Your soul dog.
And then this is your sign to surprise her this holiday.
Soul dog. The dog that you connected with like no other before. The dog that was always there and will always be there for you, no matter what.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, I like that variation better. And then we're gonna just go ahead and get these exported and then get them running. So in, out, export, I think we're in the correct folder. 2411 rows 1.
I was talking with the moon last night.
In, out, export, 2411 rows 2.
I was talking with the moon last night. The moon.
And then last one. In, out, export, 2411 rows 3. All right. Oh, thank you for the song.
If you're really lucky.
Sorry, I'm missing a lot of questions here. I'll go through these in 1 second. Let me just get these launched. Cool, so we should be good. And then we can, I'm gonna start, let me think. Yeah, I'm gonna be sending these to top PDP. Let me think. Either top PDP or collection page. But the box is in the upsell, so honestly, top PDP is going to make a lot of sense. Thinking how I want to launch them. Maybe it should be its own campaign. They're going to be putting these. I've honestly been really enjoying just chucking everything into the ASC lately. It is technically a scaling ASC, but I haven't seen bad things come from just putting content in there for it to decide if it's going to be worth shifting ad spend to. So I might try that. We have a creative team. I'm just doing a lot of things that we can do extra to just get more manpower because we're peak season, and I think that's good. I think it's smart to do. We launch. How many new creatives do you make in a day? We do about 50 a week, so that's what, 10 a day? Yeah, we're gonna just chuck this. We're gonna chuck these into this existing ASC. It's for the same product going to the same landing page. Why not? You know. And then I might duplicate that into a few other campaigns. I think that's what we're gonna do. To answer a question that was in chat here for the logic behind new groups or new campaigns, a lot of different reasons, right? You might be different landing pages, it might be different products, it might be creative testing, it might be a different scaling approach with a CBO, it might be ABO creative testing, it might be testing a bid strategy, it might be testing a cost cap strategy. Yeah, so that would be there's a lot of content on both Ecom Live and on the YouTube channel that I go into them. You can just go into Facebook, and like most of this is completely free, so take a look. G, we do both. We make a percentage from back end, and we make a lot from also first time. And we don't just advertise US, we do pretty much worldwide. So for the planning a Facebook ads campaign strategy, $50 daily budget, I'd put it all in a CBO. I'd just have a creative testing CBO, one ad set per concept and 3 variations per concept. If it's brand new and there's no data on it, I would probably like completely stack what your target demographic would be in. So like I'm in the dog niche, so I would stack like all the different dog breeds. I would stack dogs, I would stack dog toys, you know, stuff like that. And then use the same targeting for all of your creative testing, and I would just creative test until you get some stuff to work and then go from there. Yeah, so in terms of cogs, you want your cogs to be ideally no more than 20 to 30% of your revenue. So if you're getting in $100 for selling a product, you don't want your cogs to be more than $20, $30 is a good rule of thumb, in my opinion. Can you test a product with $50? You can start testing a product with $50. You are going to run out of that $50 very quickly. So you should have a consistent $50 that you can, regardless of the performance, continue to invest in the trial and error that you're going to need to go through in order to identify how to create really good content that is going to allow you to make it work with the $50 budget. Do you still dropship? We do still dropship.
I was talking with the moon last night. The moon told me something about the sun, and I told something about you. I was talking with the moon last night. The moon told me something about the sun, and I told something about you.
Every once in a while, if you're really lucky, you might just meet a dog that will become your heart dog, your soul dog, the dog that you connected with like no other before, the dog that was always there and will always be there for you, no matter what. Everyone.
How to integrate the order process in the Shopify store. There's many ways to do it. We have a custom system that's built out for it with our fulfillment partner. But I would see if your fulfillment partners, whoever they might be, can work with like the standard tools that are used for that. One of them being this company here. I'll toss it in chat. This is a very popular integration software that they use in China for order fulfillment, and then they can directly see the orders that are coming in. One of my recommendations would be to see if they can integrate with this, or if they have another process. But yeah, just working more directly with your partner who's fulfilling is what I would be doing. Team structure, that's a big topic. There's a few lives on it. I would say, let me see. I think it's online. Here it is. This would be team structure that I just sent in chat. Yeah, you always want to negotiate. Hector, because I like to test from different pages as well. Moving TikTok shop products to Meta can certainly work. You just need to play around and get the right formula for offer, content, product market fit. This product was launched 5 years ago, and we've been growing 2x year to year. This one's good. Okay. I have an idea for an ad here. I need to find out what was that song. I'm sure you guys saw the I don't know if you've seen those ads where it's like a little squishy, like a plushy thing, and it's a girl's point of view, and she's like, should I forgive my boyfriend, or like, this is how my boyfriend's asking for forgiveness, or I need to find the copy, but that's like the direction I'm thinking of. I definitely have it saved, I just need to find it. Okay, here it is. Weepy Hamster is the brand that's running it. They're doing a great job. They're doing a really good job. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up a creative. We'll all look at it. Actually, it was just your boyfriend apologizing after cheating on you in your dream. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Okay, I'm gonna send it in the. I'll send it in the chat here. But that is very good. Okay, let's pull it up. That's pretty good. So that's kind of the direction that I'm gonna play around with this. POV, your boyfriend apologizing after cheating. Alright, hold on, let me think. How could I make this more relevant to what I'm selling? Let me see. I don't know if it's exactly gonna fit, but okay. So I think I'm gonna play around with something that's like dog related. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. POV. I'm gonna just try that exact copy, and then I'm gonna like tie it in a little bit. So we're gonna split it up and we're gonna kind of like narrate it. We're gonna say, that's funny though. You can hear whispering as I was originally shooting this. As I'm getting like a good shot of it, I'm just whispering, "There we go." That's funny. I might almost put like a reaction sound that's playing on in the background, and that's gonna emphasize the emotion.
Hold on. Oliver for my boyfriend. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like that.
Oh my gosh.
I love that it's gonna end on that.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, and then I'm gonna basically pan this one out because I don't want me in the background making noise. So pretty much, we're just gonna do that.
Oh my gosh.
That's good.
Oh my gosh.
Solid. Let's run it. And then I want to do one that's separate from that. Letting people know that our rose boxes are back for a limited time. So it's just going to be separate. We're going to throw literally the concept that we were just working on.
I was talking with the moon last night. The moon told me something about the sun, and I told something about you.
Every once in a while, if you're really lucky, you might just meet a dog that will become your heart dog. Your soul dog. The dog that you connected with like no other before. The dog that was always there and will always be there for you, no matter what. Every once in a while, if you're really lucky, you might just meet a dog that will become your heart dog. Every once in a while, if you're really lucky, you might just meet a dog that will become your heart dog, your soul dog. The dog.
What websites or avenues do you use to get UGC content? I like to use Incense. I like to also work with micro influencers. I would recommend that you check out, if you go to lives and you look on the secrets to collecting UGC for 7-figure dropshipping, I go through and I write some scripts and I reach out to some creators for UGC. Dazzle, one concept per ad set, either in a CBO or ABO. And that concept have 3 variations, and you test it if you have no data on your pixel. Do some interest stacks and use the same interest stacks across the board. If you have some data, use broad. That's how we test. Yes, sir.
Every once in a while, if you're really lucky, you might just meet a dog that will be... You might just... Every once in a while, if you're really lucky, you might just meet a dog that will become... Every... Every once in a while, if you're really lucky, you might just meet a dog that will become your heart dog, your soul dog, the dog that you connected with like no other before, the dog that was always there and will always be there for you, no matter what. Every once in a while, if you're really lucky, you might just meet a dog that will become your heart dog, your soul dog. Every once in a while. in a while. Every once in a while, if you're really lucky, you might just meet a dog that will become your heart dog, your soul dog, the dog that you can... Every once in a while, if you're really lucky, you might just meet a dog that will become your heart dog, your soul dog, the dog that you connected with like no other before, the dog that was always there and will always be there for you, no matter what.
How to get new ideas for creatives? You go and look at what are some of the top brands out there doing, what are they testing. That's the easiest way to do it. Learn from them. Spend a few hours a week to study.
Every once in a
The content that you think might work might not actually be the content that you need to produce for it to work. So see what others have learned.
every once in a while. Every once in a while.
We don't use any bot protection to stop random crawlers. Shopify has their own spam prevention. That's pretty good. Ideal dimensions for Facebook ad videos 9:16 or 1:1 for image. De-esser I think is good for starting. I would work more directly with a supplier, manufacturer, agent for scaling. Personally. John, so there are a few pieces of content um, that go into how to find suppliers. So that's directly applicable with an agent. Agent's just somebody that's in the middle between you and the factory. But yeah, if you go to the previous lives that we did on this YouTube channel, and you scroll down to the ones that are on finding products, I go through it. Yeah, so Mace, exporting 4 different videos with the same CapCut project. You want to select the in and out of the project. So let's just say I want to export from here to here. You'd position this here, you hit I on your keyboard, which is you set the in point. And then we go all the way to the end of it and you hit O for setting the out point, and then you export it. No problem, guys. All right, so I think that we knocked out some rose box ads. I know we had more though, so that's what I'm trying to. I need to stop creating them and start searching more for them. Because during, let me see when we sold mostly. We mainly sold these January to February. Yeah, 9x16 will look fine on all placements. You just have to make sure that everything that you want to show that's important is in the section that's going to be shown, which is that like 4x5 area, especially when it's getting cropped automatically on Facebook. So just like make sure that the middle area is where you have your text, your product, etc. I also need to turn on the old ring box or bone ring ads. That's another thing I need to do. Oh, so much to do. I might hit the gym though. So I might, if anybody has any questions, throw them in the chat now. I'm gonna probably stay on another like 5-10 minutes. And then I'm gonna hit the gym and then I'm gonna go, you know, back, knock more things out. If you're not already in the Discord group, check it out. We do stuff like this all the time in there. There's like a guy's one. Let's see. Yeah, Mace, just make sure that you have all the important stuff in the 4x5 section, which you can identify. It's pretty simple to do.
I ordered a pup ring.
Do you want a custom engraved necklace with your pet's face or pendants in a...
You know what? I'm gonna add in one of the things that we're gonna do as a team to make more of these rose box ads. Yeah, Mace, I'm gonna try to do these more often for sure, like the public ones. So let's say take top concepts and audio and turn into rose box variations. Rose box variations. Limited time rose gift box. So we're gonna run it with. About the agent, you need to have an agent that take care of the order of your product, right? The supplier can't. The supplier can do it. The manufacturer can do it. The factory can do it. You can talk with people and make it happen. I mean, yeah, your product, Hector, the way you source it, the way you get it from point A to point B, the most cost effective is going to go directly to source, to the factory. Factories, however, are harder to convince to drop ship your orders for you. Thus, agents exist. Thus, middlemen exist. That will drop ship it for you and purchase in bulk from the factory. So you can work directly with the factory. That's going to be the best route ultimately. You have the cheapest cost of goods. Okay. I think that my content's good. Dog bone ring content. Assigned to get a dog bone ring for. You're assigned to get her a sterling silver dog bone ring. It's probably what I'll be working on later tonight. It's going to be taking another product that we had success with before, creating some ads created and launched for that, while my team works on more ads for our primary products. Cool. Let me see what's the. Any last questions? Hey, Buzz, how do you get around Facebook ad account restrictions, bans, etc.? Do you work with an agency? Do you have insider on Facebook? We just work with Facebook, to be honest with you. We've had bans in the past. You need to just be persistent, open a lot of tickets, use the same ticket numbers in the threads that you have with them. We also have a rep that we can message if we have issues, which obviously helps. And you get that after you spend a good amount of money with them. What is the profit margin on this brand? It's enough. It's enough. It can always be better, but it's enough. Cool, guys. Hey, I appreciate everybody tuning in. This was kind of a random live, but I was like, hey, let's just hop on, do some deep work live with everybody. And hopefully you guys found some value in this. You can find me inside of the Discord, or you can find me in the premium education that I do on Ecom Live. That's what I got. You guys have a good rest of your day. I'll catch you later.